I want to talk to you about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One QuicksilverOne. Which one should you actually get this year? So here are the key takeaways. Both the Capital One Platinum credit card and the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card are actually geared toward individuals with fair to good credit. Okay, so if you have fair to good credit, you will find those two cards pretty interesting. Okay, and here I'm speaking about a FICO score that goes from anywhere from 580 to 740. Now, there are some cases where if you have bad credit, you can still qualify for the Capital One Platinum, depending on how quote unquote bad your credit score really is. Okay, because there is a difference between having a credit score of 300 versus a credit score of 450, for instance. Okay, so the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card offers rewards for spending, which can add up quickly if you use the card for, let's say, regular purchases and bills, right? If you're using this, if the card actually fits your spending patterns, you can really rack up rewards pretty fast. So that's for the Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card. And for the Platinum credit card, of course, this card doesn't offer any rewards for spending. But the thing is that because it doesn't have an annual fee, it makes it pretty interesting if you are actually fee averse. If you don't like to pay fees, that's really it could be really interesting. Okay, so the main factor you should consider when comparing the Capital One Platinum versus the Capital One Quicksilver one are actually the rewards rates, but also the annual fees. So the Platinum has no annual fee. I'll talk about that a little one more in detail. Okay, so the Platinum has no annual fee, but the rewards, the Quicksilver Cash Rewards actually does have a fee, and they're charging you $39 a year. So I mean, this is not a lot, but it's still something, right? Something to think about. So and you have to understand that basically, in terms of the cash rewards, the rewards rate, you have unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases and 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. So you have to book things through the Capital One travel portal to actually get the 5% cash back. So let me first talk to you about the welcome bonus winner. So if you are thinking about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One Quicksilver One highlights, basically in terms of welcome bonus, you have a tie. There is no winner. The reason is that neither card offers a welcome bonus, so they tie on this factor. One thing I want to say here is that Capital One from time to time actually has promos. So maybe by the time you listen to this show, or maybe by the time you apply for this Capital One Platinum or Capital One Quicksilver one, cash rewards, they might have actually a promo going on, right? So you always want to double check. And that's why it's actually better to try the pre-qualification route. But if you want to apply for this card, don't apply right away and risk a hard pull. You want to do a soft pull and then see things from there and see what will happen, right? And one thing I want to say also is that I mean, in this economy, Capital One is trying to get new clients all the time. So maybe in your area, because sometimes they run those promos geographically, like locally. So maybe in your area, they have a welcome bonus situation going on. So for the welcome bonus, you have a tie. In terms of the rewards rate, I think I've said this before. The Quicksilver one wins big time, big time. Okay, because think about it. The Quicksilver One Cash Rewards lets you earn an unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. I mean, what I'm thinking about that is that you have no need to track rotating categories every month or every quarter. Okay, you have nothing. It's 1.5% across the board, which is really high. When you think about it, it's really high, especially for credit cards that cater to to the fair credit audience. Okay, so you'll also earn, like I said, 5% back on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. So if you happen to have some travel plans, and for you or for your family, if you get 5%, this is really huge. I mean, because you can easily spend one or two or $3,000 And if you get 5%, that's a lot of cash too. So, and that's really good. That all those numbers can quickly add up. So for the intro APR winner, who is the win? Well, there is a tie here. So if you think about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One QuicksilverOne cash rewards, there is no neither card offers an intro APR. I mean, again, going back to what I said a little earlier, from time to time, basically, Capital One does run those promos, and so they might adjust their policies or even their campaigns. But right now, none of those cards is actually offering an intro APR, so they tied on this front. What about the annual fee winner? Well, I've said this before. The Capital One Platinum wins because it carries no annual fee. Okay, whereas you have a $39, you have to account for the $39 annual fee with Quicksilver. Okay, so this is something to really think about because $39 is not a lot of cash, but this could eat into your savings or your rewards. Okay, your rewards earnings, because if you're getting a 5% on Travel Portal or 1.5% across the board, and you turn around and you're paying Capital One $39, if you don't really spend that much, you will see that the whole operation is actually going against you. Okay, so let me give you an example. You would need to make at least $2,600 in purchases with a card to earn your $39 back in rewards every year at a rate of 1.5% cash back. Think about it, $2,600. What about the foreign transaction fee winner? Here again, you have a tie because neither card charges a foreign transaction fee on purchases made in foreign currency, including those made outside the US or via online purchases with foreign-based merchants. So this card's tie in this category. One thing I want to say is that if you want to use this card, let's say overseas or even on a foreign website, it's better to use the Capital One Quicksilver, simply because of the ability to rack up benefits or to rack up rewards, okay, faster, and so that's really good. So let me talk to you about the cards that really earns the most, because if you think about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One QuicksilverOne, you gotta really ask yourself. Well, you might be thinking that the QuicksilverOne actually is the clear winner, right, with a 1.5% cash back. However, you have to remember the $39 annual fee that I just spoke about, right? I mean, if you don't spend that much money, you're not going to find the $39 annual fee interesting for you. Okay, let me give you an example. I think I've said this before. You need to spend about $217 per month, or 2604, $2,604 per year to make up for the $39 annual fee on the Capital One QuicksilverOne. So if you can't see yourself charging about $217 a month to your card, you may be better off with the Platinum. And some people don't have the need to charge $217 on the card. Okay, that's something to really think about. I mean, most people, don't get me wrong though, most people could probably make at least $200 in credit card charges per month, that's for sure. And potentially a lot more than that if they use their card to pay for groceries, gas, miscellaneous purchases, and bills, right? So the amount of rewards you can earn with the QuicksilverOne is also unlimited. So you will earn more cash back the more you spend. So the more you spend, the more you earn. I mean, it's one of those things where the card is encouraging you to actually is encouraging consumption. Really, that's really good. Let me give you an example. Say you spend $1,000 a month. That's about $12,000 per year, right? On non-travel purchases with a QuicksilverOne. And in that scenario, you will earn $180 in cash back each year, or a profit of $141 after paying the annual fee. So you can see that you're really in a positive territory. And if you bump up your spending to $2,000 per month, that's $2,400 per year, you will earn $360 in cashback rewards, or a profit of $321 after paying the annual fee. So you're always you're still a winner. So why should you get the Capital One Platinum? So if you think about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One QuicksilverOne, you got to really ask yourself, why am I in a position to want the Capital One Platinum? Well, if you want the chance to build your credit with a credit card through responsible use, the Platinum card is likely the better option, thanks to its lack of an annual fee, right? Because here, first of all, you have an unsecured credit card, so you're not really putting down a deposit. So this is really good. And number two, you have no annual fee. And number three, you can quickly sorry about that. You can quickly build your credit. Okay, that's really something that you want to really think about. And the card gives you the chance to be automatically considered for a higher credit limit in as little as 3 to 6 months. So Discover every 3 to 6 months will look at your account and see how you handle it, how you're handling things. If they like what they see, you are basically are able to you can be upgraded real fast. Okay, so if you have bad credit, you have fair credit. This could be good news for you, especially if you start out with a very low limit. You have the possibility to grow your credit score real fast, and also through Capital One. What you will love to hear is that the card actually gives you free access to your credit score through Credit Wise from Capital One. Okay, you have $0 for liability and security alerts whenever Capital One detects suspicious activity on your account. So this is really cool. And in terms of redemption options, because the Capital One Platinum doesn't offer rewards, you have no redemption options to actually consider with this card. Okay, so that's really good. But one thing I want to say is that overall, this is the card that you want if you want to build. Let me drink some water here. Thank you. So this is the card that you want if you want to build your credit. Okay, this card allows you to build your credit in a very consistent manner. So why should you get the Capital One QuicksilverOne? Well, one thing you need to understand here is that the QuicksilverOne allows you to actually build credit, but also rack up rewards. Okay, so if you want to build credit with a credit card and you plan to spend at least $217 per month on your card, this card can be a great choice, especially when it comes to flexibility. So if you have a large family or you just analyze your spending patterns, and you realize that 217 is totally doable, then consider getting the QuicksilverOne Cash Rewards credit card. So in terms of like the credit limit, like the starting credit limit might not be high, but kind of similar to the Capital One Platinum. This card will automatically consider you for a higher credit line in as little as 3 to 6 months. So Capital One will look at your account and will see how you're handling things, and if they like what they see, they'll certainly bump you up. Okay. And the card also comes with free access to your credit score through Credit Wise. You have $0 for liability, and you have access to Capital One Travel. So you have lots of flexibility there. In terms of redemption options, you have lots of flexibility also, because this card has rewards, so you can redeem them. Okay, so and the card lets you redeem your cashback rewards for let's say statement credits. Okay, checks, recent purchases, or gift cards. So those are the 4 ways you can redeem your cashback. So statement credits, checks, recent purchases, or gift cards. So since you can redeem rewards for several flexible options, this means you're unlikely to get stuck with the rewards you can't use, right? I mean, a lot of credit cards out there gives you rewards, but a lot of them give you rewards, but you realize that you can't really use the rewards for anything, okay? But with Capital One, you have actually the flexibility. You have the flexibility, and you can choose the option that's actually best for you. Okay. So the bottom line here is that if you think about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One Quicksilver One, which one should you choose this year? It really depends on your financial situation, on your credit score, on your needs too, right? My personal preference will go to the Capital One Quicksilver One. The reason is that $217 a month to actually break even on the annual fee of a $39 is totally doable for a lot of people. $39 is totally doable. 217. I mean, if you charge the groceries only, chances are you might be about to $217. Okay, so that's totally possible. So the Quicksilver one is definitely my preferred, simply because it allows you to have to rack up benefits. Okay, especially from a flexibility point of view, you are really how do I say it? You are able to get things done real fast. The Capital One Platinum doesn't allow you to do anything at all. I mean, this is a card that allows you just to build credit. Okay, so you're going from fair credit to good credit, and so on and so forth. I mean, of course, with the Quicksilver One, you also have the possibility to build credit, right? But you have on top of that, you have the ability to earn rewards. So this is why I'm just saying that the Quicksilver One is way better. So if you have a fair credit score or your credit history is limited in general, signing up for the Capital One Platinum or the Capital One Quicksilver One can help you change that. Okay, so it's important to understand that you have whether you go with either card will depend on how how bad or fair your credit score really is. Because, like I said before, there is a difference between having a credit score of 580 and having a credit score of 625. If we are in the fair category, or a credit score of 300 and a credit score of 450, if we are in the bad category. So that's something to really think about. And that said, you do need to decide whether you want to earn rewards or skip paying an annual fee, since that's the main factor that differentiates those two cars, right? The platinum and the quicksilver one cash reward. So no matter what you decide, note that these cars are not they're not the ones that you want to carry a balance on, because they do have very high APRs. I mean, Capital One credit cards have high APRs in general, because those two cars are charging you a 30% variable rate. They can make carrying debt on them an incredibly costly experience. So, in conclusion, to this conversation, I spoke to you about Capital One Platinum versus Capital One Quicksilver One. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.